I'm Zon Patilla. I also go by the moniker title Pending and Zon the Daddy Dev. I'm driving right now. Maybe this is a bad idea. We're at a stoplight because I want to start this right, and I'm officially staff of the Indovina team. That's not even officially a thing, but I'm officially staff in there. So I want to give some quick tips on what we're doing in January as I'm starting right now. Tip number one, or actually the list on how to do the Kurt Indovina method. Kurt, you probably totally hate the fact I've called it that. So disclaimer, that's not official, but the thing that I'm talking about is official. And step one is basically in the process is to figure out like what you want to do. Talk about your project, whatever it is, whether it be comics, whether it be music, whether it be making a video game, and just talk about what you wanted to accomplish and what you wanted to do. And step one is obstacles. You need to figure out what exactly are the obstacles that are in your life that prevent you from, being able to do the thing that you want to do. So you want to state your obstacles, right? Okay? And not just state what they are, figure a way to find the time or how to eliminate those obstacles, those things that stop you from doing the thing you want to do. Yeah, obstacles. Go onto your computer and get some pats on the back, or your phone. Discord's on your phone. Go on the Discord and or get some pats on the back from the community of Kurt Indovinis and normal people that are also on the Discord to get the inspiration to go make a comic book or do art and finish a project that you want to start. That's one of the reasons I'm a member of that community, is because there's just so many people willing 24/7 to give support. So again, step number 3, find a community. It doesn't have to be our community, but basically have a support group of people that just are going to encourage you to do the thing that you want to do.
What you want to do is write things backwards, because on selfie mode, it's really hard to, you can't really reverse the image like you should. But I'm going to so I'm writing this backwards actually. Hold on. There we go. Do it! Yes. Number 4, you want to just do it, guys. I think one of the biggest traps to technology, especially since we live in the digital age, is that we really kind of strive for perfection, or we want to start with all the best toys. And the thing is, as a content provider, not just a comic maker, video game maker, music maker, you don't always start with the best toys. And in fact, the most talented people are the people that start with what they have. Something that Kurt Indovina and other people have mentioned before. Okay, so that's number 4. Do it. Let's see if I can do this trick with editing. Okay, so let's see. Do it, yay. All right. Haha, I wrote it backwards. Yes. Okay, so the thing is that number 1, let's recap our first 4 goals or steps on how to do this. Number 1, state your project, right? You're going to state your project, what you want to do. Remember, keep in mind scope. You want to do something smaller. So if you're thinking of making like a massive video game, try to do a vertical slice, like 1 level. If you're thinking of writing a novel, give us the first chapter. If you're thinking of writing a short story, maybe the first page. If you want to do a comic, maybe it is just the first 10 pages. You don't necessarily have to do the entire graphic novel that you want. Maybe a couple chapters within a month, the month of January. Number 2 is obstacles. Again, state what's stopping you. For example, for me, I have 2 jobs, 2 part-time jobs. I am a dad, and I have a tooth problem right now. I'm going to get fixed tomorrow. I have computer issues. Luckily, you can see my other videos if you want to know about my computer issues. Luckily, that's getting fixed. So I know my obstacles, and I'm doing my best to eliminate them or manage around them. That's what you want to do for number 2. Number 3, support. It doesn't have to be our community. It can be any community, but the Indovina community, one of the reasons why I've joined it, and I'm glad, is it's got active leaders. It's not just Kurt, it's all the other admins. And without those admins and Kurt himself, there's no way I would be able to do what I'm doing right now, which is getting motivated. And I've actually started developing the game. I've started early. And number 4, again, do it. Don't let the technology stop you from doing it, okay? Just whatever you have, right? I might not have the best camera for doing this, and my microphone's pretty good on my rig when I do my regular videos, but right now I'm doing everything just on my phone, because this is the fastest way to make videos, content, and get the message out as a community manager, I don't know, admin of the Indovina team, non-paid like every other staffer officially, to try to get people motivated to do this. Speaking speaking of motivations, this came from one of the other admins. Step 5 is find the creative spark and hold on to it. So once you've done this thing in January, this does not stop. This is something where you want to continue working on whatever you're working on, okay? That's the big thing. And it doesn't have to be finished. You're just going to share it. I guess it's kind of step 6. Steps 5 and 6, I don't know. You're going to share it with other people in the community, share it online, share it wherever you want to share it, and then say, hey, check out my stuff. And unlike, you know, when you do this with other communities that don't know you, at least the admins, at least the mods, at least Kurt, will look at this stuff. If not, the other members of the community will look at this stuff and give you some feedback. If it's a WIP, work in progress, that's fine. Speaking of which, if you're shy and Kurt has offered to showcase the stuff that's contributed to this whole thing, I don't know if we're going to do it by ranking, meaning maybe there's not enough time to do in a video. The stuff we do in the community and what the stuff that Kurt does in his YouTube are kind of connected, but not really. So it's really up to Kurt and how he wants to curate the content. But nonetheless, everything will be looked at by somebody. So keep that in mind. However, some people are shy and said, no, I don't want to have my stuff shown. I just really want to share it within the community. And that is great. The fact that people feel that the community that we have right now on Discord, link below, is so safe that they can post stuff they don't want to show in the public. And you know what? That's awesome. And that's one of the reasons I'm a member, okay? So this thing is starting off in January. I've given you everything I think of to get started, the first, like the steps, the process. If you have any questions on how to do this, you can hit us up in the Discord and put those questions. If you're just on my channel and you're wondering why am I promoting someone else's community, well, that's because it's a working community and it's better just to join than it is to start from scratch. Why reinvent the wheel when you don't have to? I know, I'm awful sometimes. All right, so post your comments. You can post them below here. Hopefully you really join the Discord. I think it's a really good Discord. Again, it's not just video game development. It's art, it's music, it's comics, we don't have film yet, but it's all sorts of wonderful things, and I hope this helps. And I can't wait to see the stuff that you're making in January. And don't forget, you can start today. Even if it's a small step, it's about getting stuff done and showing it to people that are willing and wanting to see what's going to happen. I am Zon the Daddy Dev. Insert catchy phrase here. I hope the audio has been pretty good. Happy New Year. Let's do this. Communities that don't know you. Video game development, it's art, it's music, it's comics, we don't have film yet, but it's all sorts of wonderful things.